Hi all. This is a podcast for those who are willing to go to Europe for their jobs and also for the education as well. Today we have a special guest. This is my first podcast, and I got my friend who was my college MS, the colleague for the MS during the MS education, and we will today listen to his journey, how he got the job, how he managed everything from part-time jobs to the education loan and everything, and still he got the job and now currently holding a PR in Germany. And currently he is in Germany only in Aachen city, where I was also residing. So let us go forward and listen to him. His name is, sorry for that, his name is Saket, and I'm really happy, Saket, that you are here. So you are here to guide people, and that will definitely change the lives of many. Okay, so I'll ask you the first question, which is like I want to know your basics so that people will also come to know. So can you please let me know about yourself?
First of all, Sunil, it's been a while we haven't had any conversations. So yeah, we all are busy in our own life, working, and also
Yeah,
big friendship day to you as we are doing your first podcast on our friendship day, and it's been like a couple of years, almost 6 years. We have been friends, like our own
yeah, right, right.
background, studying together in Aachen. Then you being at least having more experience than me in
Yeah,
professional background,
yeah,
guiding me through how to have a professional background because I had no experience before coming into Germany. So, at least to know everyone who are listening to this podcast, my name is Saket Nevse. I'm from Ahmednagar, Maharashtra, India. Then I studied my bachelor's in mechanical engineering in MMCOE College, Karvenagar, Pune. Then I passed out around 2015. Then I worked for like 1.5 year in my same hometown city, Ahmednagar, in as an electrical engineer in Larsen and Toubro Electrical and Automation. Then I had an ambition to pursue my master's in a foreign university and had to gain some experience as a foreign student, how the education works there. So applied not only to Germany but applied to US also. But
okay,
fortunately, got a application which was a positive one from one of the renowned universities where Sunil also studied with me in RWTH Aachen University. And my master's course was computer conception and production in mechanical engineering, where I was studying in conception background. We had like two core streams. One was in conception of machines, and second was production of machines.
okay,
So, as a new student, especially for those who want to listen, this master's was completely new for both of us as we had to learn the basics of how German education works. It's not like what we have a kind of a traditional way of approach in Indian education, as also Sunil must have
yeah,
told many of his in his previous videos for the final advice or TFA consultancy.
yeah,
Because in masters in education in Germany, they especially I think they know that you have learned some basics before. So here, when you come as a master students, you should know your basics from your bachelor's itself. But there
yeah.
was some
It's more like practical education, I think, and that is what
yes.
we are getting impacted because in India it's only theoretical. Okay,
Yeah, and also
yeah,
our university, Sunil, was more into a PhD format. Like once you complete your masters, you can also go as a PhD student. So it
yeah,
was more focused on research basis.
yeah,
And we had like an experience of both practical and theoretical education. And for both of us, like we had similar courses where we also studied tensor algebra, which was new for us.
yeah,
So we had to go from like we had a gap like of I had 2 years. I don't know, Sunil, you had like 6 years gap
mhm,
between a bachelor's and master's. So we had to again go back to our starting to hold the pen and writing with all the
mhm,
notes, and again going back to our own college life. And then I had some subjects like CFD, which was like a terror for all of us.
mhm,
We also had like Instagram memes of how to pass the CFD during the cold winter season because usually the CFD exams were in our winter semesters. So it was like mostly a stressful job for us. And the masters, the journey was like personally and professionally a bit challenging, and also while studying because we both had to go through Corona. Like we had like we were some exceptional students, to be honest. Those who are listening, like we had a course
yeah,
before Corona and after Corona, so we experienced that professional, personal, and also studying kind of a setbacks because we had to sit in our rooms. University was closed. We had to rely on Dynex site, which was the new
Yeah.
platform for us to write our exams and upload those sheets on the Dynex site platform to get rectified from the lecturers.
Yeah.
And also, we had to be patient for that at least for 2020 to 2022 mid, just to get rid of that, I think, so-called pandemic because it was stressful for both of us, and we had to be like, personally, it made us more mentally strong because we had to be not only mentally stable but also had to give our exams and pass the masters. So going back to my journey again, just to around 2021, I think both of us were. I think he was also doing his internship. I was doing my masters, and almost I completed. And he suggested me to get his guidance in the TFA platform to get my CV done in the TFA platform with also my uh, cover letter. And not only he guided me through with his experience in writing my CV or Lebenslauf, what they call in Germany, with the motivation letter, but we had every weekly sessions like a group sessions, which there were also other students. So he used to guide us how to prepare for a particular interview, and we had our journey around 2021. He guided me around 6 months, and after that, almost in the mid of 2022, I was selected for two companies. One was like AWS, which is not Amazon Web Service. It was like AWS Cost Center, which is a local company in Germany. And second was a multinational company, which allowed me to work from home, which is Dematic Services. The headquarters is in Atlanta, and which is part of Kion Group, which headquarters is in Frankfurt. So the company is in Heusenstamm, Frankfurt, and I'm working from home in Aachen. And
Okay.
also,
It is in Pune
I'm
as well, no? I think.
electromechanical engineer.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, nice, very nice. Actually, see, what I wanted to ask you, like your journey for searching the job, and what you did when you didn't get the placement or you got the rejection. Then what was your mindset, and when you got it, what was the salary, and at the start, and everything related, so that the people should not believe in rumors, because at our time, no, during the corona, we had too many rumors about and there is no vacancies in the market, you cannot find a job, you have to go to India and all that. So I just want to clear this from your perspective, how it was.
As you also know, Sunil, times were tough. Even still, they are. But that
Yeah.
time, even when we were applying for internship for 6 months, the portals were closed. And
Yeah.
at the same time, we were discussing about how to go forward with our professional journeys. And you were just starting to guide the students at that time. As
Yeah.
side by side, you were doing your internship and master thesis. But the professional challenges to all those who are listening, rejection is part of the process. Some people get job within 10 applications, some like hundreds, some thousands. Patience is the key, just to be honest. Some people, I know this is a fast world where we need instantly, but you have to be patient, especially in Germany, because here every application is tailor made. You have to read the job description, as you also guided me through, and you have to specifically read the job description. You have to make the CV accordingly and then apply for that specific job position. And please know that if you have experience, it will be better for you to get an internship here. What I faced as a problem or as a obstacle initially, where I couldn't get any internship before because I had no experience before. That experience didn't match the level of what German companies want you to be. If there are some people who have good experience, I think no problem. I think just focus on your German language skills and make the CV in German if you're only focusing in Germany. And at the same time, also, once you go through the job applications, also prepare for the interviews, which Sunil always guides you through because he has like a not he'll I think what we have experience or especially me, he guides you personally like a friend.
Yeah.
Doesn't want you to be like his only like he doesn't treat you like a customer. He has a specific personal approach. He will make his valuable time to you, and he will give you a personal briefing for every interview if you get it. And at the same time, you have to be responsible enough for your applications also. It's not that only Sunil or TFA will guide you. They will guide you, but you have to also look forward about how your applications are going. Because in India, we have that, I don't want to say it like personally, we have that approach like if there is a counselor, he will do everything. It's not like that.
Mm.
You have to also
Mm.
personally look forward about your own application, how you have to write your motivation letter, how is your CV, and at the end, you have to get the job. And we are just, or maybe Sunil is just guiding you through. And at the same
Right,
time,
right.
every manager or every recruiter what have experience has his own style of communicating or taking interviews. You have to adapt quickly to that, because I had like five personal interviews, and every foundation of interview was different. Some people asked my bachelor's experience, which was not that relevant. Some people asked me what I did in my master's, like my thesis or my mini thesis, what we had in our course. Some people asked me like, what are your expectations about joining as a fresher in the company? One more, there was a small startup which gave me an invitation to come to their company and solve a problem, which I had to go to Munich. I had to go from Aachen to Munich for like a 12 hours or
Hmm.
8
Well,
hours by ICE trains. You know that how it
hmm.
works. There's a Deutsche
Hmm.
Bahn here in Germany. Then
Still,
I,
is they are like 300, 400 kilometers per hour. Uh,
yes, but still, like, sometimes
it's on different sides. Yeah.
right now there is somewhere Deutsche Bahn is going to reparation work since couple of years, so it means
Hmm.
take train and board another. And you have to be prepared technically also. Like depends on what kind of job profile you are applying. I applied for technical positions, so they expect you some technical sound knowledge, not completely professional, but they expect you at least to take part in their activities, how you respond to their questions. And at the same time, there are like two rounds of interviews. First is like an HR normal interviews, and second, if you pass the first interview, the second round goes with the manager and the technical panel there, so called. And in my case, I had to go through two interviews, and after that, there was a works council, an HR team, and my manager's manager. Like there was a member of seven people who decided to take me as their new employee. So when I joined in the company, my salary was around 56,000 euros per annum.
Okay.
As it was a multinational company, so salary was on a higher side, which
Hmm.
is like a above average salary in Germany. And then I joined as a
Right.
junior electromechanical engineer, and then they hired me for a training period of 2 years. And after successful training, they promoted me to as a senior electromechanical engineer. And just
Good.
to add my
Congratulations.
yeah, and thank you. Just to add, my probation period was for 3 months.
Okay, okay. So, and there are limits set for each work or each job role. For example, for engineers, it is 44,000 euros per hour. So that after that, if you get that much of salary, you'll get the blue card for that. That
Yes,
for 3 years or 4 years. So I had one more question. Do you think that people, students who have done their bachelor's in India, they should come directly after bachelor's, or should they take some experience and then come? What do you suggest?
I think as per what we have experienced, Sunil, you also know you had a couple of years of experience, and then you came here as an intern in Siemens. I personally advise right now, German recruiters look for a little bit of experience. I'm not saying you have to work for like 3 or 4 years, but at least gain some experience for 1 or 2 years in a specific job profile. Just don't take any random job just to show the experience. Here it doesn't work.
Okay,
Specific
okay,
job profile which you like, you have passion for, and if you have plans to do masters in the similar field, please come go for masters. Here we have world class renowned universities where also Sunil will help you through. He also
yeah,
guides you through not only for job applications but also for masters consulting. So I think our university is well renowned with, I think,
hmm,
Technical University Munich. And with masters, the advantage will be your salary will be on a higher level. as you also know, like if you get masters here in Germany, you will get more salary because you have master's experience with some extra knowledge, which German recruiters also know. And also do your
Okay.
German language skills side by side, which I will also suggest, because learning German in India is on a different way of method. Once you come here, when you interact with the local people here, your German skills also improve.
Okay, and if someone don't know anything about German, is the survival difficult in the society, and what problems they face?
I think on an initial level, we have studied in Aachen. Aachen is very student friendly, and there are too many Indian students, or not only
Okay.
Indian students, but too many international students. But at least A1 or A2 level of German, I think in we have Goethe Max Müller Bhavan in almost
Hmm.
every metros in India. So
Yeah.
I think it's better. It takes around 3 months, 6 months max, at least to know basic level of German.
Okay, so as you're saying like you should plan in advance if you want to do MS in Germany, so that you will have that German language knowledge as well, and you will parallelly you will have some experience, actual practical experience. Then you should go to Germany and then do your masters. My next question is related to those who are already in Germany now. They are searching for internships. They are searching for jobs as well. So what you will advise, because I receive many calls that they are not, their resume is not getting shortlisted and all that. So do you have any advice for them?
I think getting rejected is a part of process. Just make sure that you apply as many positions as possible, because as you know, Germany is right now like a hotspot for the whole world right now, because conditions in US, UK, Ireland, most of them are not hiring international talent due to their
Right.
own, I think, local immigration policies. So Germany is not that huge country. So there are many experienced people also applying it, and they also have local talent. So don't be disheartened. Apply as many positions as possible. And as I said, also Sunil will guide you through for the CV. Make sure your German level of language is good, at least B1, when you go for interviews, if you get selected. And at the same time, make your CV in German and make it tailor made. Don't just copy paste every CV for every job profile.
Mhm.
And I think you are a better person than me to guide the students
Yeah,
out there, because
I can guide you, but still, if I take your recommendations or if you tell directly on the screen, that people will get attracted to.
yes, because
Um,
actually you have helped a lot of students and you have
mhm.
many positive results also. But I know students get impatient and they
uh,
want everything quickly, but it's not in our hands, to be honest. I think you were my friend, my mentor, and we had so many rejections at that time also. I had to
hmm,
wait because that time was precarious, was a bit challenging because I had to wait for 1 year to get my job. And also that time it was Corona pandemic, so the interviews were happening, some were getting selected. There are also some jobs which were posted, but suddenly they got disappeared. So you have to also face those things also. And make
right.
sure your LinkedIn profile is updated. It's important. You should have a professional photo and need professional look to any recruiter, which is recommended, because in Germany they need a professional photo on your CV. Rather
Right.
than, I think in US they don't have professional photos; they just have a normal
No,
CV.
that is just one page CV.
Yes,
Here, two pages, okay. You have to have the professional photo and certain sections which are very important, and that is mandatory.
yes.
Now coming back to your part-time jobs, when we were doing the masters, I also did the part-time job. What do you suggest about the part-time job, and what is your idea? Like, how much the student can earn from the part-time, and should they do it or should they prioritize study? What do you think?
My course was a bit on a technical side. I think I had
Mm-hmm.
no extra time to do part time during my studies. But rather than I will not subjectify to part time, I will make I think an recommendation that every student should go for a student job first, because that will add their experience here in German market, because they also consider work student or a student job as an experience rather than doing an odd part-time job in Amazon warehouse or any other. I see many students now also doing Liferando jobs, I
Hmm.
think Domino's jobs, which I think will earn you money but will not help you get a job in the company. That will pay your loans, but that will not help you in gaining any experience here. I know everybody has their own personal condition of economy which they had to face. Some people have not that much money when they come here. They have to take bank loans. But to be honest, initially focus on your studies, and that is very important. Part time, I don't know. There are like some students who earn around 1,500 euros standard, but there is also student tax here in Germany, contrary to what other
Hmm.
countries have. So I think what I've heard from my friends, even though they earn, they couldn't save because expenses are also high. You have to also pay the rent. You have to also manage the health insurance, your food expenses. So try to finish your course and gain that student job experience as much as possible. That will be more helpful in getting you your dream job.
Okay, and can you tell me like monthly expenditure for a student? And can you just elaborate like how many for what things?
I think if you're lucky enough to get a student dorm, right now the minimum rent is around 265 euros or 260 just to be precise. And with that depends on how your lifestyle is about your food expenses. If you like to cook in the kitchen every day, if you are okay, so maybe 100 to 150 euros per month. But if you
Hmm.
like going out, it might go up to 300, 400, depends on personal
Yeah.
expenditures. And then there is a standard health insurance, which every student has to take here, which is around 150 euros max per month. So minimum, at least, I would say it's around 500 to 600 euros per month. And normally the block amount right now they have is around 1,000 euros per month, if I'm not wrong.
No, 1,200, 12,000,
Yes,
11,000 to 12,000. Yeah.
yes, it's like annual, but I think monthly it will be around 1,000.
Monthly it will be right, 900, 900.
So that's a standard expenses. That's what the university considers as the standard expense for a normal student here
Mm.
in Germany. But it's not that expensive. If you are lucky enough to get a student dormitory, it will be around like 550, 600 euros max.
Yeah, but it requires luck to get
Yes, that's what
the.
I'm saying. It depends on your luck. Otherwise, 900 euros, as I said, as you said also, it's maximum. I think you can manage it. And if you get a student job, it's around 550 euros per month starting salary. So I think at least your rent and food expenses will be covered in that salary.
Okay. So suppose for the masters, if I invest in total around 35 lakhs, then in how many years I can get that return if I start doing job in Germany itself?
I think as a student job, if you get it on the very first semester, that is also if you're lucky. I think competition is too much. Right now, I think even to get a house in Aachen is not that easy, contrary to what we
Yeah.
had like 5 to 6 years before. So, firstly, I will say that start getting an accommodation WhatsApp groups from supposing if you're coming on September or October,
Hmm.
get the contacts at least from April or May. You have to be 3 or 4 months advance because
Yeah.
gone are the days when we were getting the accommodations within a month. It's too hard right now because I sublet my room every year in Aachen. I know how it is. Yeah, I think if I advertise my room for a sublet for 1 or 2 months, I get around like minimum 20 applications. So
Okay.
so hard right now. I know visa procedure in India takes time, but you have to manage simultaneously your accommodation here and then focus on your studies and then go for a student job. But if you say 35 lakhs, I think depending on the salary or expenses, you will not be able to cover complete 35 lakhs, of course, in your masters. But once you get a job, I think at least if you are not that spendthrift, or if you don't spend that much, if you plan economically, and suppose, for example, if you have 45,000 euro standard salary and you have earned at least 10 lakh rupees in your masters, which is good actually because if you have a student
Hmm.
job manage well, or maybe 5 lakhs, for example. Take 30 lakhs as a spare amount you have to
Mm.
complete or get that bank loan cleared.
And that much, yeah.
I think 45,000 euros. Then here in Germany, we have taxes around like 35% to maximum 42%. So take around 30,000 euros as per year netto, which is net amount,
Mm.
which will be there. And maybe if you are the expenditure, I think maybe take around 2,000 euros per month, because you will be not a student anymore. Your expenses will be more once you get a job. You have to go to Wege, you have to pay more rent. You will
Yeah.
also have your health insurance, which will be more. And also, maybe you might think that now you've got a job, so let's spend a lot on your foods and let's go on traveling. So take around 2,000 euros per month on an average, then it will be like 24,000 euros, and 6,000 euros will be the amount which will be left. So I think that's the maximum, I would say. Some people might save 10,000 euros. Some people might, that's also individual, how you want to clear your loans as faster. So maybe 3 to 5 years, or maybe 2 to 5 years. If some people have that target that they want to clear the loan as early as possible, it's all individualistic thing. So I will say like 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, and I have heard that suppose I take a loan of 25 lakhs in India for masters in Germany, and when I complete it and when I get a job there after completion of my masters, then some students what they do, they take a loan from German bank which is at the lower interest rate like 2% 3%, and then they pay off in India, and this is how they get rid of 8% or 9% of the education loan in India. They cover it by
Yeah.
taking the German. So have you come across such cases? And is it really happening?
I think it started around COVID, if you remember,
Uh,
KFW. Like it was a student
yeah.
initiative from German universities. But it's a pretty risky, I would suggest, because you already have one more loan, you want to clear that, then you already take loan
Mhm.
from worst case scenario, I would say. If you don't get a job in Germany and they say you have to leave and you have
Okay.
to go
Okay.
on bank loan, then you'll be in trouble. That's what I said. Plan systematically and be
Okay.
economical. And also, you have to be patient here. It's not that easy, also. People will guide you, but don't expect like consultants like you to do every job for every
Mhm.
candidate.
Everything.
Like you will guide for sure, but the thing is, we have that tendency in India. I don't know if it is still there. We have been like studying for past couple of years, like spoon feeding method, which is not
Mm.
applicable here. So I think the people should know
Yeah.
that you have to be responsible for your own actions and decisions,
Yeah,
because
and this is actually in European companies, like in German companies, accountability and what is your responsibility, that you should know and act accordingly, and concentrate on your work only. Don't mingle with others or don't interfere in other work. So, what do you think about it? How have you experienced such things?
I think even though I'm working from home, we have like weekly meetings 2 times, once in Monday and one in Friday. So we have to update our work 2 times a week. And as you said, we have to be responsible for our own work. They will give you tasks. Of course, if you have doubts, you can ask. It's always, see, even you're not a student, you are a student in your life every day. You are learning every day. So you just have to be inquisitive and more curious in your job. Don't take like you're just getting a salary, so you don't have to do the work here. No, every week you have to update your project, your task, and they they trust you, but it takes time. First, you are here as a trainee. You have to perform for first 6 months, 1 year, depends on how your task is. And for example, I design a product. We have like customers from France, Spain, or sometimes from Netherlands. And if my design is approved and if I don't have any issues from the production department, then I have that trust for my manager that he believes that yeah, he's doing his task
Mm.
perfectly, because we have two reviews every year. One is with Kion Group, like this called OCTR, which they rate us from 1 to 10 boxes. Like one is the best, 10 is the worst, and one is a performance review from Dematic. So depends on how much you perform, they will give you increment in the salaries. So
Okay.
every point is noted: how you have behaved in team meetings, how you have performed in your task, what errors have you done, and also were you accountable for that particular task.
Okay. My next question is a bit different. During your stay till now, like around 7 to 8 years, uh, have you faced racism, bullying, or any objectionable behavior from unknown people in Germany? And if yes, how to tackle that?
Fortunately, I'm not faced any racism here. I think German laws here are very strict, and they are particular about safety of every individual. And at least it also, I've also given a naturalization test in Germany, which is clearly stated that they're against any sort of racial, communal, or religious discrimination, and which they follow, I think, religiously also.
Rigorously. Yeah.
But the thing is, if anyone experiences that, I think, don't react too much. Just, for example, on the street, if you have any experience, I think those who do, whatever I heard from, I've not had too many cases. Some
Mm.
people are like drunk, some people are like homeless. So I think that you can also ignore that. Also happens in India also. It's not that we only
Mm.
face in Germany. So I think we are here to study, we are here to work. Just ignore, don't get involved into these things, and yeah, just ignore. I think don't extend it too much, because as contrary to US, here people don't have any guns. So we are safe here.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true, actually. Okay, and I want, like, if somebody wants to come to Germany for job directly, not for study. Otherwise, they are confused. For example, and then what you will advise them, like if they are searching jobs directly from India, what you will advise them?
I think if you're working in a multinational company, internal transfer will be more beneficial, as just considering right now the conditions here. And if you are just 1 or 2 years experience, you have the desire to study, then you can just apply the what we had discussed, like in a conventional way, and get an admit in the university, and then go through that journey also. But if you have a relevant experience, make your CV. Maybe Sunil will guide you through in that, and then just apply. And I think make sure that your German language skills are up to the mark, because language really helps in getting a job. Because my every interview was in German.
And what is the importance of LinkedIn? Do you think in German market?
I got my job through LinkedIn, both the
Yeah,
jobs.
me too.
And the thing is, every activity that you do, the people are noticing you. You might not know it, but they will notice you. And I still get job offers because I update my profile, not on a monthly basis, but yeah, whenever I get a promotion or change my job description, they really appreciate if you have an updated LinkedIn profile. And that's really important. A good professional photo. It also, I think you guided me how to have a background photo also. You have guided me in that also.
Right. Yeah.
So I think LinkedIn profile must be updated. And I got job through LinkedIn. If you are also applying through another portals like Stepstone or Indeed, you can go through that. But follow one, I think, platform for getting a job. I think multiple platforms might confuse you and might not work also. Because LinkedIn, I think, applied through Stepstone, Indeed, from Glassdoor also. But I think this is the most optimal platform, LinkedIn.
Yeah, I also use the same one and advise students to do the same. Okay, and now my last question, like, what you will advise um, to the people who are watching you right now?
In general, as in
In general, if they are, they are seeing their future in Europe.
one more point I forgot to mention, Sunil, is like you have to have that tendency to update yourself and also reply to the recruiters. Get them, I think. message them on LinkedIn, like cold messages. That's what the term I wanted to use, because that
Hmm.
really that gives you a personal touch, and that makes them believe that you are really interested in getting a job, because there are like hundreds of people applying for the specific job. And if you are really passionate about getting that typical job profile or a dream company, make sure you message them on a regular basis to that recruiter. That really helps. That also helped me in getting a job. And coming back to
Yeah.
your question, I think in general, see, in life, right from studying, right from getting a job, every day is, I think, a challenge. Just
Hmm.
be happy, and I think just embrace those obstacles, and don't ever complain that why me. Just say, try
Yeah.
me. That's really important. And if you're positive enough, people will help you. I think I was also clueless about my journey in Germany, or whatever you can say in Europe, it's same. But you will find people like I found Sunil as a friend, as a mentor. And just be receptive, listen to what your mentor says, and that really helps. And be open to like we today we have friendship day, so be open to make as many friends as possible, make memories here. Just don't study also. Only studying is not the goal here. We are here to make memories, and that will last forever.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Okay. So this was Saket, who has given a lot of inputs related to jobs in Germany and student life, starting from like how you can go there to what is the salary, which job they can do, part-time jobs, study hard subjects and everything. So if you want more of all this information, you can connect with me. Okay, and my number I'll give at the bottom. Okay, so I really thank you, Saket, and I wish you best of luck for your future endeavors.
I think same here, Sumi. I think hope we stay in touch, and
Yeah,
I think best of luck for you and also for the final advice consultancy. And I hope
thank
if
you.
you need any help, any guidance, or any support for students, I'll always be there to help you and the students here, because we were at the same journey couple of years back, and I expect the same from students, that they also find their dream job or dream course as a master's or a bachelor's in Germany or in Europe.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunil.
Thank you. Bye.